This real story is one of the most unbelievable and creepy mysteries ever caught on camera. A story so strange that even investigators couldn't explain it. Not then and not now. People online are calling it the mystery that changes how you see the world. And today, you're about to hear the full truth. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It helps the channel grow and lets me bring you more real mysteries every week. There are stories that fade over time, and then there are stories that grow stranger the deeper you look. Tonight, we're diving into a case that has confused detectives, terrified locals, and sparked millions of views online. A true event from 2003, one that still has no real explanation. On November 12, 2003, a 28-year-old electrician named Thomas Hale checked into a small roadside lodge in northern Washington. He wasn't running from anyone, he wasn't meeting anyone. According to his family, he was simply taking a solo weekend trip to reset and clear his mind. He checked into room 19, a room known by locals for being strange, though no one would ever clarify what that meant. Thomas didn't believe in ghosts, curses, or anything supernatural. But what happened during his first night proved this trip wouldn't be ordinary. At around 2:45 a.m., Thomas called the front desk. The recording still exists. He told the manager he heard footsteps inside the walls. Slow, deliberate, dragging footsteps, moving from one corner of the room to the other. The manager, an older man named Walter, insisted no rooms were adjacent to room 19. It stood alone, a single-room extension built years earlier. Thomas didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next evening, something even stranger happened. CCTV footage from the hallway shows Thomas leaving his room at 10:17 p.m. He walks out, pauses, then turns his head sharply, staring down the empty hallway like he saw someone standing there. But security footage confirms no one else was there. Not a shadow, not a reflection, nothing. Thomas then whispers something under his breath. Audio experts later amplified it. He says, "It's following me." The next morning, housekeepers knocked on room 19. No answer. When they entered, Thomas was gone, and so were his bags, his phone, and his keys. The only thing left behind was the room's chair, pushed firmly against the door from the inside, as if he was trying to keep someone or something out. The CCTV shows no exit, no door opening, no window breaking. Thomas Hale simply vanished. 3 days later, hikers found something in the forest behind the lodge. Thomas's backpack, untouched, dry, and zipped. Inside was a flashlight, a bottle of water, and a small notebook. The final page read, "The walls weren't empty. They were waiting." Search teams were deployed for weeks. Dogs tracked no scent, drones picked up no heat signatures, no clothing, no body, no trace. To this day, there are 3 major theories. First, the missing doorway theory. Some believe Thomas found a hidden hallway or crawl space behind the room structure, a forgotten architectural space he somehow slipped into and never returned from. Second, the shadow person theory. Many online believe the CCTV shows a barely visible silhouette behind Thomas in one frame, a shape moving when he turns his head. But security footage confirms no one else was there. Not a shadow, not a reflection, nothing. Third, the internal collapse theory. The most chilling idea. Thomas didn't leave the room physically. Something else may have forced him into a place between spaces, a concept paranormal researchers refer to as liminal displacement. But none of these theories have ever been proven. Whatever happened to Thomas Hale remains one of the most unsettling true mysteries of the 2000s. A man, a room, footsteps in empty walls, and a disappearance with no clues. If you want more real mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves the unexplained. This is The Real Rift, and I'll see you in the next story.